Hope you all are fine. Now today we discuss a new chapter, that is fraction. Now first things comes in our mind, what is fraction? Fraction is a part of whole. Fraction is a part of whole. Suppose anyone say that 3/5 of a number. 3/5 of a number means what? 3 upon 5. Now the number above this divisional line, this line is known as divisional line or fractional line. So the number above the divisional line, we call it numerator, and the numbers lie below the divisional line, we call it denominator. So a fractional is a combination of numerator and denominator bifurcated with a divisional line. Now we have a certain type of fraction. So classification of fraction, or we call it types of fraction. So now next heading is types of fraction. Types of fraction. Now first type of fraction is what? Proper fraction. Proper fraction. Now what is this proper fraction? When the value of numerator is lesser than the denominator, that we call that type of fraction is known as proper fraction. What we say here, that when the value of numerator, and for numerator, when the value of numerator is lesser than the denominator, then we call this fraction as a proper fraction. For example, this 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3, 5 upon 7, all are the example of proper fraction. What we see here, that all fraction numerator is lesser than the denominator. So when numerator is lesser than the denominator, we call that fraction is a proper fraction. Now the second type of fraction is known as improper fraction. What we call improper fraction. What is this improper fraction? Just reverse of the proper fraction. When numerator is greater than denominator, the value of numerator is greater than denominator, we call that fraction is a improper fraction. For example, if we have a 7 upon 5, 9 upon 5, all types, where here we see that numerator is bigger than the denominator, so we call it improper fraction. Now the third type of fraction we have is mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. What is mixed fraction? Mixed fraction is a composition of a natural number plus a fractional part. It's a combination of a natural number, or we say a whole number plus the fractional part. For example, 2, 3 upon 5. 2, 3 upon 5. Here it is a whole part, or we say that it is a natural number whole part, or this is your fractional part. This is your fractional part. This is your fractional part. So in mixed fraction, one is whole part, that is the natural number, and the other is the fractional part. So this is the third type of fraction. Now next type of fractions is like fraction. Like fraction. What is like fraction? Like fraction are those fractions whose denominators are same. Whose denominators are same. Denominators are same. Denominators are same. For example, if we 2 upon 5 here, 3 upon 5, both numerators are 5 here, so both are known as light fraction. What we call light fraction. And the next type of fraction is your unlike fraction. Unlike fraction. Unlike fraction is what? When the denominators are not same. When the denominators are not same. When denominators are not same. When the denominators are not same, such type of fraction we call unlike fraction. For example, one fraction is supposed 2 upon 5. One fraction is supposed 2 upon 5. Another fraction is 3 upon 7. So these are unlike fraction because we see here the denominators are not same. So by features of this all different types of fraction, we say that proper fraction is what when the numerators is lesser than the denominators, improper fraction when the numerator is greater than the denominator, mixed fraction when the numerators and when one is the whole part and another is the fractional part. That type of fraction is like fractions. When we see that the denominators are same, we call it like fractions, and unlike fraction when denominators are not same, we call it unlike fraction. Now, next heading is conversion of mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. How we convert a mixed fraction into an improper or proper fraction. Now suppose, for example, we see that suppose 2 whole 3 upon 5 is the mixed fraction. So how we convert this mixed fraction into the proper one? Now, what is the rule for conversion? Now see children, what I told, explain you. This is the whole part. This is the whole part, and this is your fractional part. In a mixed fraction, this is your whole part and this is your fractional part. Now, what we do for converting this number into the improper fraction, what we do? We multiply this whole part into the denominator. And then we add the numbers of the numerator. So what we do here, we do the multiplication, 2 multiply this denominator and then we add the numerator value. After that, we divided this denominator. So what we see, this 2 multiplied 10, 5 becomes 10 and this plus 3 whole upon 5. So what the final result comes? It's 13 upon 5. So when we want to convert a mixed fraction into the improper fraction, we apply this step. What we can do? We multiply this whole part into the denominator and then we add the numerator part. After that, the denominator is here also 5. So what we see that is 2 multiplied 5 becomes 10 and this your 3 is here and this 5. So now the final result is 13 upon 5. So if anyone asks you to convert the mixed fraction into the improper fraction, you do the. Now, if anyone asks from you that you please convert the improper fraction into the mixed number. If anyone asks from you that you convert the improper fraction into the mixed number. Suppose 9 upon 2. Improper fraction to mixed fraction. Improper fraction to mixed fraction. Now how we convert? Suppose 9 upon 2 is the number. So how you convert this 9 upon 2 into the mixed fraction? what we can do? We simply divide this number. So this 2 4 times, this is 8 and the remaining is 1. Now what is the rule for writing it into mixed fraction? Everyone knows, children, that this is your dividend. This is your dividend. And this is your quotient. This is your quotient. And this is your divisor. This is your divisor. And this is your remainder. So, how we write this improper fraction into the mixed number or mixed fraction? We have, first of all, we have to write this quotient part. So, what we write first? Quotient part, that is 4 here. And then we have to write numerator as your remainder, that is 1. And the below part is your divisor. Below part is your divisor. So, we can write this 9 upon 2 as 4 whole 1 upon 2 in mixed fraction. So, that is the things we do when we want to convert the number improper fraction into the mixed fraction. We just divide the number and we write this quotient as a whole part and remainder as the numerator of the fractional part and the divisor as the denominator of the fractional part. So these things you have to understand while you have to solve the questions based on conversion. How to complete, how to solve the questions, this is the way that you have to apply. Okay? Now, let us conclude our topic again, that we have to learn fraction. Fraction is what? Fraction is a part of whole. We have certain types of fraction. On the basis of their features, we have proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction, like fraction, unlike fraction. Proper fraction is what? When the numerator is lesser than denominator. Improper fraction is what? When the numerator is greater than denominator. Mixed fraction is what? One number is in whole part and other one is in fractional part. Like fraction is what? Like fraction is when the denominators of the number are same, we call it like fraction. Unlike fraction are what? When denominators are not same, we call it unlike fraction. And how we convert the mixed fraction into the improper fraction? We just see the way how to convert it. Similarly, how to convert this improper fraction to mixed fraction? We just divide the numbers and we write as quotient as a whole part, remainder as the numerator of the fractional part, and divisor as the denominator of the fractional part. So I hope this lecture is beneficial for you while you have to solve the question based on fractional part.